Hi, it's Leia here. Today's pick a card is a timeless week ahead prediction. I've prepared 3 piles for you, or 3 groups for you. I'll show you each one a close up. So this is milk and a little, his name is Gigi cup. A mug. And then the second group is a broom. It's Kiki's broom actually, and the cat Gigi. And the third group is bread, a baguette, and some strawberry jam. Alright, so take your pick and let's get started. So group 1, if you chose the milk and the mug, then here is your reading. Let's see what your week is going to look like. I'll fix this and I'll be right back. Alright, so for group 1, you're trying to fast track something. You're trying to get to where you are fast. So you're doing anything to make it happen. And even though you know, or okay, let me just put it this way. You are trying to fast track something and you don't care what you have to do in order to get to where you want to go. Even if it means that you have to kind of tip your moral compass a bit or compromise your beliefs. Because I think you're just gonna pretend that, or just turn a blind eye. Or if you're, because like right now for you it's just to get to the destination. And how you get there, you don't really care. So say if you, I'm not saying that you're doing something that's not legal. Like, I mean, it's not legal, but it's not fully illegal. So like you're kind of walking, you're playing a dangerous game here. You're in a gray area. Yeah, I think you made a decision that's too late to turn back from. Okay. I mean, okay, you know the movie, I forgot which movie it was, and I watched it once like a long time ago, where a person was heartbroken and they went to this clinic to have their memories of that specific heartbreak erased. This is very similar of what you're trying to do. You're trying to get past something that broke you, or that hurt you greatly, and you're trying to avoid dealing with that. So you're trying to fast track to happiness, or trying to do something else to distract yourself from all the emotions that you're feeling. Yeah, you're trying to justify your action, and you just like kind of, for me, you're kind of on autopilot mode. You just want to be happy, and you're doing everything you can to make yourself feel better. But I think excuse me, I think you need to let time run its course, because I think something has definitely come to an end, and that made you sad. You wish that you could turn back time and redo all of this stuff to get to a different happy ending, but it things just don't work that way, I guess. So instead of trying to change the past and get a different outcome, maybe focus on the now and try and plan for a better future. I don't know if it's stemming from a family problem or like an ego issue, but I think you need to accept, I don't want to say defeat, but for like a better word, like just accept what happened, deal with it, and move on. Let's see what else. I see you're still fighting very hard for it. You're trying very hard to fight for what you believed in, and okay, I'm gonna be very honest with you. You could be fighting a lose battle here, and at the end, you don't even know what you were fighting for. And then at that time, you realize, oh, what am I doing? Like at first, it's like everything is, at first when you were trying to start this thing, when you were trying to fix things, it could look like it's working, but then in reality, it's not really working. It's like you're back to square one, but like with the outcome already set in stone. If you can't change the past, leave it. I'm feeling quite a lot of I'm feeling a very strong stubborn energy going on. I'm also seeing a lot of passion, a lot of determination. I think maybe you need to look for the right direction and see what you're actually fighting for, and also if the thing that you're fighting for is actually what you wanted. I think that's very key, and that's very important for you. And for some of you, you could be quite heated. By heated, I mean like you're in this situation, you can't really see things clear. You need to instead of just charging forward and like doing all these things. Okay, I'm getting this, like you're being busy for nothing. And like, is this something that is actually worth fighting for? I think this group, you need to sit down, meditate, and think about. It sounds so bad when I sit and think about your. Okay, let's say think about your path. I was gonna say think about your life, but think about your path. And think about your purpose in life. Because you might reach an epiphany this week. So like, when life gives you a new meaning, when you find a new purpose, a new meaning in life, then you will likely be on your way to happiness, to achieve the harmony that you've been looking for. And maybe try and approach it in a different way, because I'm seeing like you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's like kind of like a cycle. When things don't work out, like, be flexible and like seek other solutions, instead of working against people, maybe try and work with people this week, so you can get to a place where you're mentally comfortable, mentally at ease, physically at, mentally at peace, physically at ease. So you're not so tense, because I'm feeling that your muscles are super tense and you have your guard up and try and fight off these seeming obstacles. But then I think that's my advice for you for this week. Try and work with people instead of working against them. Really think about what you're fighting for and the things that you were doing in order to fast track to this destination and to this goal. Is it really worth what you're doing? Because there's also karma involved. Like, I'm a strong believer in karma. What comes around goes around, right? Okay, so let me get you your top three zodiac signs for the reading. And this could be a confirmation, or the people that are involved in the reading. You got Libra, Cancer, and Taurus. And now we are going to get some guidance from your angel. You can ask a yes or no question. We will pull a answer card, time frame, and advice cards from this deck. Oh, I'll get you an answer card. There was no answer card. Okay, so the answer for your yes or no question, you got a yes. And then as for the time frame, you got within the next few weeks. And these are your advice. Remain positive, forgiveness, success, and ask your angels. All right, do with that information what you will. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope you enjoy this time you spent with me. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Best of luck. I'll see you on my next one. Bye. If you chose group 2, the cat and the flying broom, and here's your reading for your week ahead prediction. All right, let's see what we have in store for you. All right, oh wow. Okay, so for this group, it's very clear and quite specific. So if you're not asking for, oh, I don't know why I thought you were asking for a relationship. Sorry, forget what I said. For this week, I think you're dealing with connections. Let me fix this. I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I cannot multitask for the life of me. Like, I can't like sort them out and like keep speaking. I know it's weird. All right, so a lot of you who chose this group, I think you guys are in a relationship, or at least a situationship of some sort, that you're related. You're having a interconnection with somebody. Otherwise, maybe you can choose another pile. This connection doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I do think that there is an element of romance and some sexual activities involved. Because here, the King and the Queen of Swords, I think that's representing you and the person that's involved. You got the Two of Wands. For me, it's like, it's kind of a sexual energy right there. And the Wheel of Fortune. And then we got what we got over here. If this thing started out as casual, somebody caught feels and somebody's feeling is getting hurt or got hurt. If you guys have been involved in a while, have been involved for a while, I'm feeling a sense of you guys are feeling stagnant. Like there's you've been doing the same routine, the same thing over and over again, seeing the same person over and over again, and there's like no new element that's brought into the connection. It's kind of making you guys feel bored, or one of you at least that felt bored, especially when if the feelings are not reciprocated. Like say if one of you has feelings for another person, but the other person is only in it for the adult activity, right? So that's not good. That's why the feelings got hurt, right? I'm saying like maybe somebody fell for someone or caught feels because we got a King of Cups here, and then you got these. So there's like a selfish or like a holding on to type of energy right there. I think words were exchanged maybe, but then not super clear, or it was clear and maybe the person kind of rejected, or they tell them, oh, maybe we should just stay or leave where things are, or like this is for people who are in kind of like a situationship, yeah. Like, oh, I don't know if that's the best decision to move forward because this and that, like all of your regular bullshit that you give to the speech that you give to a person that you're not romantically interested in, but you still want to keep them at the back burner. For those of you who are in a relationship or in the commitment or whatever with this person, I think there's this feeling of the relationship or the connection going stale. Like it's not as fresh and it's not as exciting as it once was. Maybe you guys need to spend some time apart. Maybe there's talk about that also, like, oh, maybe we should cool down a little and see where things are headed, because one of you at least are not sure if you want to continue with the direction in the connection. But one of you feels at least one of you is feeling different. Like there's this energy change, this energy switch that I'm feeling in the reading. And I think if it's you, then that their feeling has changed. Or if it's another person, then they know, but then they still want to hold on to it, or you still want to hold on to it. You got this is a classic heartbreak card, and you also got the Lovers there. Usually the Lovers are like two people, like being lovey-dovey and stuff, but in this case there's three, and there's a snake right on top of the angel. Let me show you. Look at it. Lovers, and then there's this third party, and then there's a snake right on top of there. So I think maybe the feeling of stagnation, is that a word? Like, feeling stagnant is because some other party entered the connection, or like some other party, the appearance of another person that brought that triggered the feeling of boredom and repetitiveness. So yeah, one of you is feeling quite isolated, and I think trying to seek for help and trying to reignite the passion in the connection, but to no avail, I guess. Let's see. That's daydreaming, planning. Yeah. Something is off balance. Somebody is having a very unrealistic expectation of the situation that they're in right now. And they're trying desperately to get things back on track. I mean, it's interesting how the both of you showed up as air, and then there's this one here that's a cup, King of Cups. So there's emotions, there's love. Take what resonates and stuff. The roles can be switched, but I'm feeling more of your energy than the other person's energy here. I think maybe you caught feels. And the feelings are not, you guys are not on the same wavelength. Let's put it like that. You guys expect different things, which is driving you like further apart, like making the wall thicker in between the two of you. Oh my god. Okay, so my candle just burned out. Wow. Okay. I mean, maybe it's time to spend some time apart. I don't know. Like the reading is like this, and the candle just kind of burned out during the reading. I mean, take what resonates, and like if you don't like this reading, just click off and stuff. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. This is turning into like a full-blown relationship reading for me. So if you're not in a relationship, I don't think this reading is for you. And I'm sorry for those who are in a situation like this. I know it sucks, but I think it's good to spend some time alone and apart and see where things are going, because during situations like this, a lot of us would just do things and trying to salvage the connection, trying to salvage and just keep the person. But like the real question is, how much does this person mean to you, first of all? Second, are they really worth it, you know? Yeah, you really need to think it through. Like, is this what you want? And if it is, you can't change. It doesn't matter. How should I say? Just figure out your own feeling first. Is that attraction, or is that love? You know, that's different, right? Because if it's just attraction, you can just find somebody else to be attracted to. I know it sounds dumb when I say it like that. It's like so easy. It's easier said than done, but you know, there is a difference between love and attraction. Oh, okay. Somebody is walking away, most likely permanently. Okay. The more you're trying to take things under control, the more you're driving the other person away, or vice versa. If you know, if the other person is trying to pull you closer, and the more they trying to control the situation, the more it's driving you away. Yeah, so my best advice for you is to take some time for yourself, think, meditate, and see what you're looking for in this connection and where is this headed, like realistically, right? Like don't like daydream and like be distracted by other factors and be superficial and stuff, you know. I'm not saying that you are, but I'm saying like, you know, there's this daydream and unrealistic kind of card right there. Like when you're considering the situation, instead of thinking what could have been, like, oh, we could have been so happy. Think about it realistically. You spend time with this person, so you know how they are like. So imagine that long term, and imagine how the situation will develop realistically, and then you can contemplate like whether this is actually for you or not, and it's actually worth keeping or worth saving the connection. Yeah, that's, I think that pretty much concludes the reading for your week ahead. I'm gonna get some zodiac signs for you. Top 3, you could be these signs, or like they could be Leo. You got also Capricorn. All right, and we'll get some advice from your angel and some guidance, and see what they have for us. You can ask a yes or no question. I'll pull an answer card, advice, and a time frame card. Let's get these. So the answer to your yes or no question, you gotta know. Time frame, you got wait. Maybe better things gonna come. I don't know your question, so these are your advice. Ask your angels. Well, we're asking. Remain positive, and you get success. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope you enjoy your time with me. Best of luck to you. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the reading. I'll see you on my next one. Bye. All right, so if you chose group 3, here's your week ahead reading. So I'm gonna fix these cards quickly, and I am going to be right back. All right, group 3, I see that this is very heavily related to your work and career. For your week ahead, right off the bat, I have to tell you, keep your plans to yourself. Like, don't yap about it. Don't tell anybody your plan or all of your plans. Like, keep some things to yourself. You don't have to tell everybody everything, especially if you work in a competitive environment. And if you know, like, people around you, like, don't trust them so easily. Another message that's coming through is, if you want people to take you seriously, you gotta start acting serious. Because I think that you are capable of great things. You can achieve so much, but because you seem okay, maybe because you're a little bit younger than the people around you, especially in your workplace. So maybe that's already like the first thing, that when they see you, they're like, oh, he's not that serious about his job. He doesn't know what he's doing because he's younger. Like, he's not quite as experienced as us. But then yet you could be chosen to, or like maybe somebody or your boss or something has taken a particular liking to you, and maybe some people don't like that, so maybe they will try and sabotage the situation. Just be careful with the people around you and who you tell your plans and your things to. I will tell you that much, because I think some people will try and keep their power, their influence in the company, and they don't care what they have to do in order to keep their status. And then and also when things are going way too smoothly, and okay, when when you're working, just pay attention and see if things are too good to be true. Like if there's an offer, or if there's like a business deal and stuff, and if you're planning to take it and like charge forward and move forward with it. If the deal is too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So like pay attention to that, be mindful of that, so don't fall into anybody's trap. Or like another example, say this person, they say like, oh, let me hand in your work for you, and you're like, oh sure, because like, oh okay, let me rewind. So you are on your way home and you're already home, but then you forgot to put or send a document or something to your boss office, and it has to be on his desk by today. You can't even email that thing. So while you were thinking about going back and like fixing things, right, this person offers you help and be like, oh, I would just do that, I would just like, like hand it in for you and stuff. You'd be like, oh perfect, then I don't have to go all the way back, because I live so far away, this and that. And the next thing you know, this person is taking credit for what you've done, or like they have been, they're not as their help is not coming from a genuine place. So, and maybe people will perceive that and take that as an interpretation of your work ethic. I mean, it's out of proportion, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Because like you have the musician here, so don't show. A musician never show its secret behind the tricks. I don't know how. I forgot the saying, but keep something under your sleeve. Keep something hidden. So you have something. Don't reveal your secrets. A musician never reveal their secrets. Yes. Yeah. I think I want to say human relations. No. Office connections and networking and stuff is kind of important this week for you as well. Be careful of who you reveal your secrets to. Secrets, I mean like the plans and like what you have for projects and your idea and stuff. Maybe keep it with you and only tell people or only tell your boss when the time is right. You gotta here. I think things will be in your favor though, because you got the Six of Wands and you got the Sun. These could be like ego cards, and they also could be like victory and like it means also sorry, I can't speak. Positivity, yes. And I think things will work out for you. But you gotta stand your ground and don't fidget, don't let them see you shake. I don't know if that's a saying, but don't just try and be strong. Yeah. Backstabbing energy, keeping to yourself. So yeah, I think the message for you this week is pretty clear. Keep this secret to yourself. Don't reveal it to anybody, so nobody can ever backstab you. Do the things that, especially important things, do it yourself, even if you have to drive 2 hours back, or just send your boss a message explaining the situation, oh, this and that, so no misunderstanding, no backstabbing, no reputation being ruined type of thing. And if something feels off to you, trust your gut. If you if a person in the office that has always been a little off to you, trust that. Stay away from them. Something that you work hard in the past, It's gonna bite you. Wait, hold on. What? I don't know why. I don't understand it. Like something you worked really hard for in the past is gonna come bite you in the ass, or something that you did in the past that you kind of forgot about it at the back of your head, and then somebody else brought it up and it's going to bring you trouble. All right, so be mindful of that too, I guess. This week you gotta watch your back, group 3. I'm being very honest with you here. And like really think about the past connections. If you step on any tails, if you ruffle any feathers and stuff, and maybe try and make things right. Yeah. All right, and like just also keep your mouth shut, you know, with your secrets and your plans and stuff. Yeah. All right, so let's get the top 3 zodiac sign for your reading. It's kind of ridiculous to shovel them like this. I don't know how to shovel these. Okay, hold on. Maybe like this. All right, 1, 2, 3. You could be these signs. People that are involved could be these signs. These can also be your confirmation. You got Capricorn, Virgo, and Gemini. Okay. Just be humble, be organized, and be careful of two-faced bitches. Be strategic. You know? Don't let them outsmart you. Be the one who's outsmarting them. Alright, so we're gonna get some advice from your angels. You can ask a yes or no question. We'll get an answer for that, and also a time frame card. You know what? I'll take these. I don't know what this is screaming to me, and I'll take that. All right, so the answer to your yes or no question, you got a yes. Time frame within the next few months. And let's look at your advice. Ask for help from others mindfully. Remember what we talked about. Peaceful resolution. And you got recovery, you got improving health, you also got compromise. All right, so thank you so much for spending your time with me and letting me do this reading for you. Best of luck to you, group 3. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.